want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. And we want to get loaded.
I'll give you a thumbs up when it's on.
Ah, delicious.
10-minute bumper. This new bumper is on for about 5 minutes, isn't it? Intro.
We are live.
I certainly will. We have got in Vaping Manc, Stuart Ayton. Yeah, it was my fault. This was idiot that put it for 8 o'clock instead of 9. This idiot here. CJ, Simon62. Hey up, buddy. Oh, sorry. I've got sound. You go again, James. It's me. I didn't press that sound up.
Oh, go again.
Q James.
Guys, how are you doing? And welcome to the Northern Union Vape Show. This is episode 33, and we're all mad for it. Today's guest, we've got Vaping Manc.
Evening, guys.
With the cast was Benny Vapes, Ian from Above the Clouds, and Vaping with CJ. There's no Big D tonight due to personal issues. Don't know how long we're going to be looking at being a man down with that.
Can't really do it.
So,
Big love.
Benny, would you go through a chat again?
Well, they could hear me. It's just you lot they couldn't hear. So this idiot can't run the show and he can't put right times in. So, JP, welcome. Vapehead's more than welcome to plug it. No problems. Next Saturday is a charity stream on SMVA at 9 o'clock for Cancer Research UK. So it'd be good if you could all join in there and have a watch. There is things up for grabs. So there you go.
Yep.
We've got Blazing Vapes, Greg Brown, Kentucky Bill.
Bill.
What else we got? Sam M. Welcome. Amanda Robinson. Welcome. Late Night Vape Show, Mick. Welcome. Lewis Fishing. Wonder what he said Stuart Spanner for. PUBG. Welcome, buddy. And Skimp Vapor. Welcome. On Scott Morrison. I think that's about it for now. So that's it. Away you go.
So, we'll go with CJ and see what we're vaping on.
Okay, so what I'm vaping on tonight is the SX Mini G Class with the Dead Rabbit V2 on top.
LJ.
Inside that, I've got, put the lid on, Sapporo Stellan Canto, cream cheese flaky pastry, and the Odin 200 with the trilogy on top. It's leaking. There we go. And I've got some Danny's favourite juice, which is Dr. Vape's Pink Sour.
Loves that stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah, so I've got that in there. There we go. That's me. So let's go on to our guest. Vaping Manc, what are you vaping on?
Thank you, Josh. This might be a bit of a long one because I've got 25 mods lined up. No, I'm joking. I haven't. I've only got 2. I'm on the Fetch Pro, and in there I have got Nick Salts. All I will ever use in pod systems is Nick Salts. In here I've got some Sherbet Rainbow. I'm also on my Tailspin with the Arta V2 RDA, and in that I have got some of West Yorkshire Vapors Vanilla Custard Cream. And that is me done, and I will pass it on to Ian.
Nice one. Thank you very much, and welcome to the show, and hello to everybody in chat. What am I doing? I've got the Drag X bargain. That's all I'm going to say. Bargain.
Drag X?
No.
Not Drag X.
No, the Aegis
It's a bit big for Drag X.
Aegis X, which was a bargain from New Vaping, I think it was, with some cafe Irish ice cream in there. I haven't had any of that for a while, so I cracked. It's going to sound really bad. I was going to say I cracked one or third. I opened a bottle of that earlier and started vaping on that, so that was lovely. That's got the intake sub-ohm tank on it. I've got this as well that I've just started having a gander on today, which is the Grim kit, with some of this stuff that does remind me a little bit of tea bags. Tea Juice UK smokes. I mean, I don't even know why I thought I'd stick it in my tank, because I don't really do tobacco, but it's all right. I'll wait until I've finished the tank and I'll change it out. And that's it. That's all I'm on today. Just the two things. So let's go to James. What are you vaping on?
Thanks, Ian. I'm on the Digiflavor Siren 2 on the Rinko Metman. And in that, I have got peanut butter and banana granola from Pod Salts. Shiny bottle as usual. I'm still on the Aegis Boost with the RBA unit. And in that, I'm still vaping with the Tabilla V2. And that's me. So I'll pass it over to Benny.
Thank you very much. We've got a few more people in. Blair Allen, Jay Jarry, DE. Yeah, unfortunately, like I say, if you can send big love to Big D, he has got a bit of a family issues going on at the moment. He will let me tell you, his brother's in hospital. So if you can just send big love to him, that's why he's not on. He's got that going on. So yeah, we won't go into details, but that's why he's not in. So that's why I wasn't here last week. That's why he's not here this week.
Big loves to Big D. Big loves to Big D.
Yeah, we're all thinking about you, mate.
Yeah,
we're thinking about you.
We've got Rajit Teddy. So Steve Bannon. Right, so I'm on the. Brought this out. I've had this out today. RPM 40 with some ULTD Get Some Grip. Do you know, I really like this Get Some Grip. It's really nice.
Tried that one.
It's nice. It's second bottle I've gone through. So it's nice as that. I'm on Vaporesso, Jen, with the Solomon Mesh. And in that, I have got Pomberry Plunge from ULTD.
Oh, never heard of that one.
Yeah, it's quite nice. It's a Pomberry, whatever a Pomberry is. And I'm also on the Sword with the Pandora with some Makazawa Y4.
Nice.
And that is me. So we all had a good weekend. Good week.
Yeah, all good.
Ian, you
good.
won't get a vape out of a pen, mate.
No, I was sticking it in my mouth so I could type. It's a new style.
It's
It
a
looks
new
like
U-pen.
that Motti pen, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's that U-pen, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you can actually write with that one.
Save yourself from the corona, is it?
Yeah. So we had a good weekend. Been all right.
Yeah, good. Busy, just popping around at home, doing stuff. I've got half emptied a paddling pool. It really drives me mad, right? So you've got a paddling pool, you've got the valve that's about a quarter of the way up the wall of the paddling pool. So it lets all the water out until it gets to there. Then it stops, and then you end up having to lift God knows how many tons of water to tip the rest of the paddling pool up to drain it. But yeah, otherwise that's all good.
It's been a nice day for it, though, hasn't it?
It's been beautiful today. I've been out for a 15.5 mile walk, and it is really nice.
Yeah, good man.
We're just on
Not
about
bad
that
for a 600-year-old.
15.5 miles. I can't even do 1 mile. I'm knackered.
Yeah, I'm dead.
I've walked for years, Benny. You know, and I'm just used to it. I'm used to it. I'll suffer the following day now. Tomorrow I'll wake up aching when I'm walking to work. I'll be like I've just shat my pants or something, you know. But there we go. But that looks tasty. You got to send me some of that. I'll even send you the money for a bottle. Where's that from, Big D?
It is from Big D.
That's fine. I'll get onto Big D and get him to send me some.
Yeah, get onto him. James, so what's the plans of action today then?
So if Ian's got any questions for Vaping Manc, so if anyone else in chat has got any questions that need to go thrown our way, if you start filling them in, we'll try and get some asked about it. So
Sounds good. Right, I'll give. Here we go then. I'll give you some. I've been browsing your YouTube channel, and I've just got some random questions, and they do properly get random, but it's all good. So your actual channel was started in July 2017, wasn't it? But the videos didn't start coming until 6 months ago,
Until
roughly.
6 months ago, February, roughly, yeah. Yeah.
First hardware review, which has totally slipped my mind. Was it the Nautilus?
The Nautilus, I believe it was a
AIO
Nautilus, yeah.
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 So yes, you got where did I get to? 47 subscribers currently. Hopefully people will share the love and pop over there and subscribe. I've popped your link in a couple of times, and we should all randomly.
Yeah, I've done
that
it.
in there.
Appreciate
goes
that.
on.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
No problem. Where do we get to? So I believe you used to work in a vape shop. You did that for a little while. I mean, is that where the idea of YouTube came from, or was that always something you were thinking of?
No, I mean, the vape shop that I actually worked in was owned by the same chap that owns the retail shop that I work in at the moment. He wanted to try the vape side of business and everything else, and decided to open it. I moved from Manchester to here in 2017, and then he just basically said to me, "Do you want to run this shop?" So I ran the shop, and then the shop closed down. The idea behind the actual YouTube channel was I started the YouTube channel, but because obviously I suffer quite a bit sometimes with depression, I just couldn't get behind the camera and talk to the camera and everything else. I just sometimes you wake up in the morning, you just want to, but you don't want to. And then it was a friend of mine that came in the vape shop that actually said to me, you know, why don't you just get another hobby? Why don't you start doing vape videos and stuff like that? And then it's gone from there.
See, I first found you, Manc, was on Instagram. That's where you used to be on it a lot before you started. Because I remember you putting your intro video up ages and ages before you started putting out on your. You said, "Look, I've done a new intro video." But you always used to be on Instagram. You used to do lives on there and all sorts, didn't you?
Yeah, I used to do live on Instagram most of the time, all the time. I mean, the thing is like it's strange because I've got loads more followers on Instagram than I have basically like subs on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's like all the vape reviews, all the juice reviews and everything that are done. And you've got the likes of me. I think there's one liquid on my channel that's got more views than anything else. But in second place is me out and about down by the river. You know, and I'm thinking to myself, hang on a minute, you know, so I was looking through and my highest viewed thing at the moment, I think is, and I know Ian's going to correct me if I'm wrong, is Rodeo Donut, I think it is. I think it's had like 39, 40 views, something like that.
Yeah, I think you're right. No, I think it's something different, isn't it? Seeing people out and about. I mean, the rest of it, I mean, not me, myself, I haven't done any out and about video.
This is why I turned around and said, you know, hang on a minute, I'm thinking to myself now, whenever I'm going to do juice reviews or anything like that, just go out into the local village, sit there, you know what I mean, and just do a juice review. And it was N.U.V.S idea, so thank you, Graham, for the idea.
That's what
people love a vlog.
It's what Dean the Devil Vapor does, doesn't he? He does his vlogs outside and stuff, goes for a walk. It's a good idea.
I mean, Benny, your vlog did really well, didn't it, for views?
Yeah, for Danny's shop, yeah. It's something different to watching it. That's the thing. It's like when you watch, like, what is it doing now, isn't it? Richard Vicky's doing the vlog day.
Yeah.
And I enjoy watching what he's doing, Joe.
Was that the one, Benny, when you turned around and said, like, look, he's actually open on time?
Yeah. Yeah,
I saw that one,
Yeah, because he's never open on time, Danny. If you ever go around to his shop, he'll tell you he opens at like 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, and he doesn't. He opens up when he fucking gets out of bed.
No, man, it only takes him 5 minutes to walk.
He only lives up the road, he drives. He lives 5 minutes from the shop and drives down.
Yeah.
So what sort of audience would you say that you're aiming your videos at? It's probably a tricky question, but I mean, have you got
it's not.
area?
It's vape in it. So all my videos, unless there's no cursing or whatever in it, all my videos are 18 and over. So if you're not on YouTube and you're not 18, you're not going to get to view them.
So you're looking at, like, are you aiming them at like the new starter or people that are a little bit further on in their vaping journey?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit weird because you're sort of like you're stuck in the middle. Because I mean, years and years and years ago, it's like 5 years when I started vaping. I started on a pen, so maybe now you've got those that are just coming off the cigarettes onto the pen, and I've now moved on from the pen to this sort of stuff.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
I keep harping on about it. I really now, to be quite honest with everyone, I really don't like sub-ohm tanks anymore. I'd rather sit here and just basically build my own coils, stick them in, bam, and away I go. Pods, I'll use pod systems. I'll use pod systems. I've got this one. I've got my Vinci X. I've got my Nautilus pod system upstairs. I've got various different types of sub-ohm tanks, and I don't use the sub-ohm tanks anymore. I just don't use them. So
I'm pretty much the same as I'm more of a RTA vapor than anything really. I don't really use pods. Only in the morning I use the Geek Vape Boost.
Yeah.
And for RDAs I only use them if I'm reviewing them or I'm doing a juice review.
Yeah.
So the rest of the time is RTAs.
Yeah. Plus the flavour as well from an RDA is just so much better than a sub-ohm tank. It definitely is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
especially
sub-ohm tank coils have, sorry, James, come a long way,
Yes.
but no, they're not there, are they? They're not there.
But not just that. I mean, it all depending on your coils you're using, what ohmage you are. If you bought them from a decent builder, and that, it makes a lot of difference as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that goes on because you also do a show, which, if you don't know, it goes on from on West Yorkshire Vapors channel that can go on from an hour to 5 hours, and you just get pissed. Basically,
yeah. Well, it's basically it was all Ash's West Yorkshire Vapors idea. When we first started into lockdown, which was obviously March, he said to me and Southern Vapor, Claire, why don't we just do Friday night lockdown, drinks and chill at 9 o'clock on a Friday? Oh my God, that second, I think it was the second or the third one, went on for 5.5, 6 hours. I suddenly looked up at my computer and was like, it's fucking 3 o'clock in the morning, mate.
That's impressive.
I need to go to bed, But there was people in there still chatting at that time. I was like, what? And then obviously, me and myself, Canadian Vapor, we have our own then on a Saturday night at like 7 till 8:30, 8:45. But it's, and then obviously we got you guys then on the Sunday and then again on the Wednesday. So
the one you do with
all my stuff is YouTube.
The one you do with Canadian Vapor, that's on Facebook, isn't it?
Well, it's Facebook. I tried it on Facebook and YouTube yesterday, and there wasn't that many. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to have a chat with him and see where we go from here now, because I just don't know. That's like.
You also do another channel as well, don't you? Which is Juicy Brothers on Facebook.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Is that the one you talk about, Juicy Brothers?
Yeah.
Which is you've done like I've done though. You've gone round to your vape shop, haven't you? And had a chat.
Yeah. Well, when we went up to Wythenshawe in Manchester, which is where I'm from, and walked in 2 vape shops there, and just did, because I know the owners. So I just walked in 2 there and did 2 reviews on their shops. And ever since I put them onto YouTube and to Instagram, they've had more customers coming through the door. So, but some vape shops can be really funny. I mean, the one that I go to for my juices or my pods or whatever, coils, they wanted me to do a review on their shop. The first time it was like, no, we don't, because the shop's not ready yet, or it's not got enough stock. Then the following week it was like, well, there's too many people in the shop. And in the end, I just went, you know what, guys, just tell me when you're ready, because I'm not going to start running around after you now. So.
Yeah.
Cool.
So in regard, have you got any major hobbies and interests?
Hobbies and interests, yes. It's quite weird. I left 2 martial arts dojos in Manchester when I moved here. I've done judo, karate, kickboxing, MMA for over 30 years. So when I first moved here, I gave up. Them clubs were all gone. And my other, obviously, like I say now, is when this all is down and the gyms are all back open, then I'm going to be going to my local centre and going back to my training, because obviously getting a bit of a gut for all the beer I've been drinking.
We're all getting that. We're not doing up, mate. Don't worry about
I know,
that.
yeah.
I put nearly a stone on. I've been working.
So yeah, I need to get back into my training. I need to get fit again. Because like today's walk just knackered me out. Normally it would be just a breeze. I'd just keep going and just keep going. But because obviously lockdown and everything else, and I've been stuffing my face full of takeaways and beers and stuff like that, it's just like,
Yeah,
doing this no more. So
yeah.
But and then on top of that, Man United fan, but we got beat by Chelsea today, so I'm not happy.
Be all right when getting beat by Leeds next year.
Leeds. Couldn't touch us in the Premiership when you were there, and you can't touch us now.
You're over. Be all right. Be all right. We're there. All rivalry's back.
I did a bit of I did a bit of taekwondo for about 4 or 5 years. I haven't done that for good probably 4 or 5 years either from now. But yeah, I used to love doing that. I used to love it. That was the best exercise I ever got.
I was into boxing when I was a kid.
Mm.
I did a lot of boxing.
With the combat sports and everything else, it's just running a family. My dad, he died in '86, but he was like into his kung fu. Same with my uncle, he was into his kung fu. They tried getting me into the kung fu, and I was like, nah, it's not for me. So I got into the judo, and then went from the judo onto the karate side of stuff. And I thought, you know what, this is like the best of both worlds here, because not only can I fight close in now, I can also fight far out.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you see, it's I'm just waiting now. I just want to get back to my training and everything else.
So you're gonna join a local gym where you are then to do your?
Yeah, I mean, I when I first moved there, after about 2 months, I found one just around the corner from where I live, and it's a Muay Thai class. It's like once or twice a week, and I started there, and then COVID hit, and I was just like, oh, fuck, you know what I mean? It's just like,
yeah.
So as soon as all this is like, and the gyms are back open, I'm going to be going back there.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any younger, Benny. I'm 58 now, so
yeah.
I said to him, I'm not kicking any higher than a hip now, because if I do, I'm going to pop a hip.
Yeah, your leg's going to come off.
Yeah, I got to that stage.
Excuse me, can someone pass me leg, please? Thank you.
It still hurts them falls when they throw you over, though, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Any more questions, Ian?
Yeah, I've got just a few random ones. We'll go with them if you're happy with that, Paul.
Yeah, fine.
We've got, so where are we? I've got favourite smell. What would you say your favourite smell is?
Favourite smell? Well, it isn't the cat. My favourite
nice
smell.
Nice warm cream on the morning.
my favourite smell has to be when I make myself a chicken korma.
I'm glad that was the answer. I asked that question.
You killed me. You killed me.
Oh
Gotta
God!
be chicken korma all day. I can eat vindaloo, not a problem. But my favourite curry of all times is chicken korma. And you were expecting me to turn around and saying it's smelling someone's fart, didn't you? Well, you're wrong.
No, I think Benny thought it was going to be worse than that, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, if you don't know, I think he was Rob Roy or something like that with a film, and he walks out and he's like that. He's more, and he goes, can't beat a warm, wet, moist quim on a morning like that. He's feeling. He just got beat when he said that.
Oh God.
Anyway, moving on.
Carry on.
Which would you, if you're on a cleaning spree, what would you clean first? Room, desk, or car?
Well, won't be car because I've not got one.
Okay, what's that one out?
It would have to be my desk.
Your desk.
Mm-hmm.
Good shout. Oh, this is weird. If heaven existed, what would you like God to say at the gates? Yes, very weird. I know.
Ooh, nope, got it. Come in, you ugly mank bastard.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, I've got a few random quick fires as well. Big Mac or fillet of fish?
Big Mac.
Good
I
man.
think that tells a lot about a person, to be honest. That's the right answer in my mind. George or F&F for clothing?
F&F.
F&F. Scampi fries or bacon fries?
Bacon fries.
PlayStation or Xbox?
Xbox.
PC or Mac?
PC.
Okay. Cornflakes or Rice Krispies?
Cornflakes.
Cornflakes. Briefs or boxers?
Boxes.
Boxers. Golf or tennis?
Tennis. I hate golf.
Yeah,
Sorry,
same.
Bill.
Yeah, Bill's gone. Bill's left the room now.
Bill's going.
Bill's gone. He's unsubscribed and everything. He's gone. And just a general one, mouth to lung, direct to lung. What's your favourite?
All right.
Yep, that one.
And that would be the same answer in regards to regulated or mech. I'm guessing you'd go for mech. Yep.
All day, every day.
So your favourite smell was, what would you say your worst smell is?
Oh.
When he's in the toilet.
When my cat takes a dump in the litter tray in the kitchen because it's all open plan and I'm upstairs and I go,
yeah,
fucking hell, Rambo, not again. Back
he's
down
been
the
busy
stairs.
again. Yeah.
So if you didn't know, he's got a cat that does photobomb him when he's on a show.
Yeah.
Cooking fat.
Yeah.
You might have seen
Normally, he's over there. I'm just glad he's not there tonight because the other night I had to sort of like come out of a recording and re-record it because he was sat on there licking his bollocks right behind me, and I'm just like, oh mate, why?
We all do that on a live. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah, I wish I could. Yeah, if I could, then I wouldn't need a woman, would I? You know, simple.
If you see me disappear below the desk, that's generally what I'm doing. All fine.
Okay, Ian.
We're giving yourself a good licking.
Yeah, that's my questions. That's that. That's my questions done. I hope you didn't find them too painful.
Apparently, Stuart, they've all. Stuart Ayton says, "Fuck off, back to bub." I don't know if we're saying that to.
Bill, bro.
Leviathan, yes, Corsair headset.
How you doing?
It is the Corsair headset.
I've got a question quickly. I'll ask Danny, seeing as he's not here again. So you're stuck on a desert island. You're allowed to take one juice and one setup with you. What would you take?
One.
You
can tell he's a man, can't you? Can't count.
Right, let's start again, up, right? That. And that.
So what's that?
That is my RTB2 with the tailspin mech, and that is vanilla custard cream. You'll never ever get me onto sweetie flavors. I hate sweetie flavors. I only got that sherbet rainbow because I like the sherbet, not because of the rainbow. You know.
Oh, Stuart said it was. Stuart Ayton says it were what God would say to him.
Yeah. Yeah, that was what it was. It all makes sense.
It does now. I was so lost. Where's that come from? Ooh. So, whereabouts in Manchester, Withenshaw you are? That's where all dodgy shops are, innit?
Well, originally, I was actually born and raised in Moss Side in Manchester. It wasn't until my dad died in 1986 that my mum decided to move to Withenshaw, which is only 10 miles down the road. And then it went from there. I mean, I met my wife. We were together 26 years. I split up with her in 2017 and moved here.
So you just decided to move away from Manchester totally then?
Just bye-bye.
Yeah?
Yep.
Big move that. I've got to say, big balls there, mate, to do that.
Can't say. I'm not going to say why.
No, I'm not. You know? I won't expect you to do that, but it takes big balls to move totally away, doesn't it?
But I just moved. I mean, my eldest daughter only lives like 14 mile away.
Oh, right. So it's not.
He lives in another little village. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So she lives in another little village. But my youngest girl, she lives with her mum in Manchester.
So you're up there. So Manchester. Well, obviously we know about. We know about Manchester. That's it's got that little marketplace that Danny keeps telling us about. We can get all the knockoff gear in it. There's a little square apparently that you can get all
that
knockoff.
That place down in Cheetham Hill, I believe it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just heard that you can get all knockoff gear in. And we'll go on to that. That's probably going to be the main topic later on. A little bit about Manchester and that, but we'll get there. Claire Southern Vapor, welcome to the channel. LJ says he's got big plans for LJM Vapes coming very soon.
Good evening, Claire. Hope you're well.
So what we're going to do is we'll jump over to do some bargains, I think, right quickly.
Some bargains.
I'll play the bumper. Wait a minute. Play the bumper.
Bumper.
Bumper. We'll play the bumper.
And now, from N.U.V.S, the bargains of the week.
And we're back. Go on then, James.
Right, am I going first with this one then?
I don't know. You can tell us what we're going. I've only jumped in there, so it gives us time to think about what else we're doing.
Yeah. I'll go first then, CJ. So I've got a couple of bargains up. So I'll share screen. And where are we? Right. We're over on the Sig one. At the moment, like I said, they've got the Health Vape Grim for $12.99, as well as the Sig Pet for $12.99 as well. They've got the Snowwolf Wocket for $9.99. I mean, that's a bargain now. I mean, from $44.99, you can't go wrong with that. I mean, it's only what?
They look pretty as well.
Not quite a year old, are they?
No, not quite.
I think Vapor Bunny was talking about that earlier on their show.
Yeah, that's for them. E-Sig 1 and over at New Vaping. No, the picture's massive. We've got the Drag X. I mean, that's only 2 months old, isn't it? For $20.99, so it's roughly about half price.
Yeah,
can't go wrong with that.
Definitely not.
The Aegis X is back down to $29.99. I mean, it was what, 32 last week.
Yeah.
And probably Danny's favourite tank at the moment. The Vandy Vape Matters on deal for $26.99.
Yeah, he loves that thing, does Danny?
He does, doesn't he?
Absolutely loves it.
And I think that's more or less it. Going over the same things like last week, really. So
there's a lot of stuff about at the moment, isn't there? There's just crazy prices.
Yep. So I'll just shop sharing.
I think is E-Sig 1 having a 10% off everything as well this weekend?
Possibly.
Yeah,
I know they did last weekend.
Yeah, I think they've done the same this week. 10% off everything at full site.
You can't go wrong with that.
No.
Right, guess it's my turn. So I'm going for E-Sig, not E-Sig 1. Where's it gone? Hang on, that's gone wrong. There you go. So Vaping 101 has got some e-liquid on some really good deals. So you can get
Whitlicker.
Whitlicker for $7.99.
Bargain.
That's one hell of a bargain there. 12 Monkeys for $10.99 rather than $17.99. What else we got? Naked 100, $10.99 instead of $17.99. It's also a good price. Got Element there for $14.99 instead of $22.
Yeah.
Clicks on that. Right Squad, $8.99 for $16.99. So yeah, if you want any juices at all,
Yeah.
head over to Vaping 101. They've got like
Some good
13
prices
pages
there.
worth.
Yeah. While we're
So-
on about Ian, did you send through that on chat when we were for that Just Jam? With that e-cig one off Flawless, where they were doing 200 mil of Just Jam.
Was that me? Was it?
I don't know. Danny
Somebody
showed-
did. I've seen it, but I don't know if it was me. But I remember thinking I must order some, and I never did.
Good deals there, Josh. Some good deals there.
Yeah, they are good deals. Leviathan just put in chat, Vaping 101, the gods of vaping stores.
I don't know if I've ever ordered anything on Vaping 101 before.
They're really good prices, mate. Honestly, they got the
Mm.
trilogy in for like $42.99, I think.
Are they?
It should be about 60 odd.
Mm.
I had a good deal of the month.
Hang on, bear with me. Just 2
I
seconds.
got like nearly 2,000 millilitres of juice free of charge. Bargain.
Did you?
Yeah. Putting
Nice.
absolute shit tons of it in here.
That'll last you a while, won't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. Plus all the stuff that I bought from Darkstar as well, so that'll last me a while.
I'm trying to find it. Someone put it in. I don't know if it were, but they had one of them's got Just Jam 200 mil for 20 quid, for 15 quid. Original. I can't remember. Do you have to?
Good price. I like the jam and scone one.
Yeah, they had all flavours,
Really like
but
that
200 mil for 15 quid. Danny says wholesale were 9.
Mm. There is some.
Like the Just Jam donuts, that was nice.
It does. It's you know, you'd have to be mad not to go for half these bargains. But I do, like I said earlier on a show that was on, I do kind of feel a little bit for vape shop owners at the moment because there's just crazy bargains.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very hard to compete from, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
But then again, it's not that. I mean, it's more your hobbyist side that'll go more to the online stuff. I mean, your new vapors tend to go to your shops.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's not that many shops around me, to be honest, that I would go to. There's probably 2 out of, I don't know, 5 or 6 that I'd go to around here. One more than I would any of the others.
Well, I mean, in Boston, where I am, Boston's only a small town, and we've got 2 vape shops. And the one that I go to all the time. I'll go there. I'll go there for my wire, and I'll go there for my Nick salts. But when it comes to juice, that now I find it a lot cheaper now if I just like basically go straight to these guys, Darkstar, order 1 shots from them with high VG, and then just stick it myself and make it. But like I said before, I don't have to do most of that now because I mean I've got like fucking all this here and.
Simon's saying Evolution Vaping with that.
It's just tons
It
of
was
it.
Evolution, was it?
Evolution Vaping, yeah, 200 mil of Just Jam.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Do you know what I mean? And that's. I've just looked on there. What is it? It's got it. One of them had it for 20 quid. Do you know what I mean? So for 200 mil, if you're a Just Jam fan, jump on it this week. If they've still got some, jump on it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because like I say, Danny was telling me that they're hardly making out on that.
Yeah, for 200 mil, that's a bargain and a half.
It is. It is. You know. It's just. It is. It's one. That is a Bobby bargain. I think they've got a lot of things up, like that.
Stuart, on a different note, Stuart wants to know how much Brill cream you've got in your hair tonight, Josh.
A lot.
A lot. Okay. You heard it here first. A lot.
Oh, Gel's bringing out his own e-liquid brand. I tell you what, they had Vaping Amsterdam had a right deal on this weekend. We're like 60% off their e-liquids.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you been enjoying that as well?
That one I did. The strawberry trifle. It's gone.
Yeah, that sounds nice. That does sound
and that's
nice.
normally, like I say, I don't normally do it, do I? Do you know what I mean? Normally get half a. What are you doing, CJ?
Coughing.
Sounds like a sneeze cough then.
That was an interesting noise.
What was it? Thought someone had tickled his fancy.
This is on the desk. Oh!
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Get out of there, love. Get out of there.
Oh dear, we get out.
Oh, dear me. Dear me. I'll tell you what, Paul. Here's another quick one. Marvel or DC?
Oh God, DC.
Not talking to you anymore.
To be
Well,
fair,
that's
then,
enough.
CJ's Marvel as well, isn't he?
to be fair, it could have gone either way there because I don't really watch Marvel or DC. You know, with
That's
me,
fair enough.
you know, it's so I had to pick one.
I mean, I say
With
Marvel,
me,
but
it's
I
more-
mean, there's me
yeah.
wearing a Batman hoodie. So,
Batman.
Yeah, I mean, I was, you know, I was like more Walking Dead, Game of Thrones type of person. With me, it's like I'm old school. I'm old school. I'll listen. If someone was to say to me, you know, you've got to listen to AC/DC for the rest of your life or electro for the rest of your life, I would pick electro over AC/DC because I was born around Street Sounds Electro. I was born around there. I was, you know, I was brought up in the 70s and the 80s when ABBA and Susie Quattro and all this, that, and the other were all on there. So when I heard all these like songs coming out now, and you get all these kids going, "Oh yeah, this song is awesome," blah blah blah. I'd be like, "Dude, that was out back in the 70s, mate. It's
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You do
No,
get a
it
lot
wasn't.
like
No,
that.
it wasn't. Oh, really? There you go. We'll have a look at that then. You know, and they're
Yeah.
like,
So I was bopping away in the kitchen the other day to a bit of the Carpenters. Love a bit of the
Ah,
Carpenters.
you can't beat a bit of Carpenters.
Good.
But have you noticed it
Thank you.
does influence your children what you listen to?
Oh yeah, yeah. The reason I listen to Carpenters is because my dad played it all the time in the car when we were young.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm the same. I love Kings of Leon, Oasis, Blur, you know, like all things like that because of my dad. That's all he used. That's all he used to play. So
Mhm.
it does. I think music does get influenced when you're a kid, definitely.
And Convoy, used to love that tune.
Convoy.
"Convoy."
That was a
Yeah, the
cracking
movie.
film.
The movie was good as well, Ian.
Yeah.
It was.
Break 'em 1-9, break 'em 1-9. This is a rubber duck.
Yeah.
Looks like we got ourselves a convoy.
Yeah.
Good.
That's when everybody
What
went
was the
mad
copper
for.
called? Buford Justice or something like that, wasn't it?
Is it what?
The copper, or was that in Smoking the Bandit?
Smoking Bandit, wasn't it?
Smoking the Bandit, that wasn't it? Yeah.
Was Smokey and a Bandit the one that had Clyde that kept decking people out the window?
No.
No.
What was that?
That was Clint Eastwood, and that
Clint
was.
Eastwood's. Was that Every Which Way But Loose or something?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Used to be like Right Turn Clyde or something, and he just like
Yeah.
Yeah.
hit people out.
Pow!
Yeah. That was Clint Eastwood, that one.
Okay, so I've got a question for you all then. If you had to watch one film,
Mhm.
just the one for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh.
It's a very
Taken.
This would be a good one. Good one for chat as well. Good one for chat.
yeah. Type it in chat.
Myself would be Full Metal Jacket.
I really liked a film called Mercury Rising with Bruce Willis.
Can I change my mind, Josh?
Yeah, go for it.
Final answer.
Mine will be Lethal Weapon.
Which one?
Saving Private
First one.
Ryan.
I don't know. It's too hard to judge out because we have a good.
Did you say Saving Private Ryan or Shaving Private Ryan? 'Cause
No,
they're two different films.
Saving Private Ryan.
Ian's been watching. what is
Ian,
it?
behave yourself.
He's been watching RedTube too much, hasn't he?
Greg
Does
saying
Dallas?
Zulu.
I'd have to go for. See, it's tough for me. I think I'm gonna have to go Avengers: Infinity War.
Yeah.
Mm,
Good film.
good shout.
We've got
Aliens, that's coming in there.
Aliens, Zulu, Stand By Me. Stand By Me were the one with Macaulay Culkin, wasn't it?
Was he in that? He might have been.
Blues
That's one
Brothers,
they're walking
good
down
call.
the train track, isn't it? That one.
Yeah.
Stand by me, isn't it?
Mr.
Okay,
Mark
then.
G used to be a C beer.
Yeah, I used to be a CBer.
I think
Yeah,
everybody did.
I did back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Loved it. Used to abuse all the truckers as they drove down the local.
Now you
local
don't need it now. You just have internet.
And Tony says, "Have I joined an old farts with bad taste in music club?" It sounds like it, right? It could well be.
Possibly.
And to be quite fair, I'm about the oldest old fart on here. And no one's arguing with that, are you guys? No.
You're not that far. You're probably not. You're not that far away.
All right, River Phoenix. I thought it was that one way. I thought that was called Stand By Me. River Phoenix. Shawshank Redemption, The Mew. Never heard of The Mew. Life of Brian.
Yeah.
Classic. I nearly watched that last night.
I haven't watched any of them.
Oh, Two Girls, One Cup. Don't type that
They
into
dropped the
Google.
rating for that, haven't they?
What? Two Girls, One Cup?
No, Life of Brian. They dropped the age rating down on that.
Yeah.
Have they?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't Google it. Two Girls, One Cup.
The first Blade Runner. Actually, that was a classic film. That was Harrison Ford, wasn't it?
So, Drew, you dare to wade us? Yeah, I remember. Bigger
Death Wish.
stickers.
Remember Death Wish?
Death Wish, yeah.
Mm.
Death Wish. She was the one as well that had Tina Turner in it. With Mel Gibson.
That were Mad
Thunderdome,
Max
was
3.
it?
Beyond the
Mad
Thunderdome.
Max, yeah. Beyond Thunderdome, yeah.
That Tina Turner story. Have any of you seen that? I can't remember what it's called, but
The Tina Turner story.
is that what it's called? The Tina Turner
Yeah,
story.
yeah. I
that's
think it is, yeah. I got halfway through it and it's just like, no.
Yeah, that was when he was supposed to have done something to her, bent over, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Little bro wants to know how old are you, Manc?
Who wants to know?
Aiden,
How
little
old
bro.
are you? I am 58, my friend. 58 years of age.
He is. Stuart used to be a CB and now he's an amateur radio operator.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
don't.
watch radio.
Yeah, go. Everybody go now. Google two girls, one cup.
I ain't having that on the internet history.
No, I'm on shared devices in this house. I've got to be careful.
Kentucky Bourbon just turned around and said he's older than dirt.
Yeah. Yeah. And saying, did they do, Skint says, did they do a sequel, Two Girls, One Toilet? I think it might have been worse than that, though, sequel.
Isn't that classed as a glory hole? I mean, not that I know what one of them is.
Yeah, Vapeheads were saying that probably not going to be popular with online stores at wholesale as well, but a lot of time public shop side is cheaper than the wholesale prices, which is good for the consumer. But kills local shops, which it does. That's a problem. You know, support your local shops. They do it. You know, they are there to make.
I go into my local vape shop and buy a couple of juices.
Well, that's why I got. To be fair, I don't really like any local shops around by me. That's why I go over to Les.
Yeah, I'm a bit like that. Like I say, there's one or two, but I don't visit them very often.
Yeah, I don't like the people that work there. I don't. You know, if you don't get on with someone, you don't.
Yeah, there's one vape shop that I get on really well with the bloke, but which is the reason I go in there. But the rest of them, there's better deals to be had in other shops, but I'd rather go there because I just like the bloke that works there.
So yeah, that's why I go out to Les and sit in his shop for a bit, because buy a few bits. It just feels a bit more nice. Do you know what I mean? It's like going over at Danny's. I feel all right going over there. I can get a bit anxious going into shops and talking to people.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, I've got a bladder like an 80-year-old. I'll be back in a minute.
That's all right, mate. The old CBs though, right? I've got memories of being in my early 20s. No, probably late teens, probably 18, 19. And I'm literally hanging off my mum's chimney trying to put a bloody 5/8 wave onto her chimney pot. And just like, I don't know. This is coming from a bloke who's scared of heights. But back in the day, I just didn't care. I just used to get up there and just tie. And she'd come home and say, what's that, 18-foot aerial doing on my chimney? Well, it's just,
When you're younger, you don't give a shit, do you? It's when you get older, you start thinking to yourself, hang on a minute. I'm getting too much for this now. If I step off a doorstep now, I'm going to break a bone or something, you know. But when you're a kid,
some of my best friends are probably off the CB from years and years ago.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you used to see cars driving around with big aerials on, didn't you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They wouldn't do it now because what is it? Lines are too short now, so they're getting electrocuted in car. Aren't
bloody
they?
massive big tricks hanging off the back of the car, car on magnets.
Was it trying to travel back in time then?
Don't know. Maybe they were trying to do a DeLorean. Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah. Teleman says he got the juice. A local vape shop says local vape shop just tries to sell their own brand juice, which it tastes like shite. And Tony says he only uses Rainbow Vapes. I use Rainbow Vapes quite a lot for concentrates. It's great for concentrates, mate. It's one of the cheapest ones. And they're really quick at delivering. So it's worth looking there. They always have deals on as well.
Sticking up a silver mod on the roof. Get you in. Yeah. I used to love it. DX27 up in the loft. All sorts.
I just had a little handheld thing. You know, like a...
Yeah.
You used to get the... What is it one, didn't you? You could get the one that looked like an Action Man radio.
Yeah. Those I remember picking something up from Tandy when Tandy was a thing. And it was it had 2 channels. It was Realistic or something, I think it was, that made it. And you could open it and change the crystals inside to change the channels to whatever you wanted to.
Yeah.
And the aerial was like, honestly, you're there for 5 minutes pulling a bloody aerial out, and the actual thing was probably that big.
Yeah.
And it just had a toggle switch on the front, switch between 2 channels. But yeah, it's good. Good old days. I love the CB. It's good fun.
Yeah.
Guys
in chat, Ian's on ATZ is on 179 subscribers. Let's see if we can get him to 200, guys.
Let's get him up to 200.
Well, you're the guest. You shouldn't be saying that. We should be saying that about you.
Well, like I say, if subscribe to them both, if you're not subscribed.
The thing is at the end of the day, I started a bit later than everybody else did, and I'm not here to get absolutely 900 million subscribers. You know, I'm just here to. So, like I said earlier on, the reason I started the channel was obviously for me to deal with my depression and everything else. That's what I started it for, really. To be fair, so
a lot of people do.
Yep, that's what I did it for.
Just something to focus on, isn't it? It's something. It's a hobby.
Takes your mind off things.
It's a hobby.
That's all I started.
I did it just to get me over that final step from quitting smoking, because I was just stuck on that dual decision, just to give me that extra drive.
Yeah. But
Jerry says he knows a bloke that had a police scanner.
Yeah, been there, done that as well.
Mate, everybody round by me has a police scanner.
It was the baby monitors. The baby monitors were hilarious. The stuff you heard on the baby monitors. Oh dear.
I think everyone's got a police scanner in Manchester, I believe. I'm not sure. You know, especially around Wythenshawe, where I'm from.
It's the same round where I'm from, mate. It's exactly the same. They've all got police scanners. You get in the car.
Do you know what the police were doing near me?
Like that. Oh, the cops are on the way. Let's pretend we're out. See you. Gone.
The police near me, to catch drivers speeding. He used to live on a road where there was a lot of speeding going on. This copper, and obviously they given him permission to do it. He got a speeding gun, went inside his house, and just peeked through the window and just went like that outside his window.
Not allowed to do that.
No.
So you couldn't. So you couldn't.
It's illegal. It's illegal to do that.
Yeah, you got to be you got to be visible, aren't you?
Yep.
What he was doing. He might got sacked. I don't know.
Yeah, so it's totally illegal. That they've got to be in plain view.
Yeah, Skint saying you used to be able to listen to mobile phone calls. As soon as they switched to digital, that just ruined it for everybody. Ruined it.
Yeah. Talk about mobile phones. Did you ever have a party line? Do you know when you had your normal house phone? Not like that party line. 0800 444 555 666. No, not one of them party lines. When you used to have a phone, sometimes they'd put in if you were on a street, you'd all share the same line coming into your house. I picked phone up before to answer a call, start talking when I was at my mum's, and then someone would go, "Hello."
Cross line.
Yeah, and you go, "Hello," and they go,
"Yeah." Oh,
who's
God,
this?
do you remember those? I forgot about that.
Me. Who's that? And they go, "Oh, I think we've got a cross line." I'm like, "For fuck's sake."
Yeah. Yeah, I remember as well the first mobile phone I ever had back in the day. Christ, it was like a brick, and you just extended the aerial, all the way up there, and you still got a shit signal. You know, it's like 6-foot aerial on a brick.
Yeah, my first mobile was a Nokia. I think it was when I was 13, and it was like that big, with like just a tiny screen. I think it was like only about that big.
Yeah, but you think now,
back
in the day when they had them big brick Nokias, like the Nokia 5210s, I think it was, and nowadays with the Samsungs and stuff like that, you drop them, you smash them. The Nokia 5210s back in the day, they were built like tanks. You could drop them off a 10-story building and they still survive.
Yeah,
I've said it before. I've still got some 8310s and stuff under the stairs. I just keep sentimental values, and those things are just you could You could jump on them 20,000 times and drive a car over them, and it still works.
Yeah.
Do you know what I said? I walked into an
That's
house once, and he'd got a fish tank, and he'd made some art out of mobile phones in the fish tank. Stuck it all phones. He'd done them like stuck together. Mate, it looked really cool actually. But he'd done it all in this little fish tank.
I like that. It's quite a cool idea.
Uh,
Cool idea. Apparently, you can hack digital. So if anyone wants to know about that, contact Stuart or Levi.
yeah.
I'll drop us a message later, guys.
Yeah, Vapeheads is saying that most of his customers came in this week and asked where Storm was. That's his German Shepherd, because they all had treats for him, so they're coming back next week to give him a treat. And the thing is, that's what happens in it. If you get a good vape shop, people do come in. Like Bobo, one of his customers, if you watch Mixing Show, he was pissed out of his head because one of his customers had brought him in a bottle of Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
I know.
And I
Honestly,
think
vape shops have got such a big part to play, and they do, and most of them do a really good job as well.
And Vapeheads just said back in the day you paid someone to carry your mobile. Yeah, this is
you're not
true.
wrong.
This is very true. Yeah.
Yeah, saying that, Benny, with Bobo with the Jack Daniels, Big D gets a pile of shit instead.
Yeah, he gets a pile of shit in his shop, yeah.
Well, if you think about it, all these the most of the modern landlines look like old-fashioned phones, old-fashioned mobiles, don't they? They're wireless, they're hands-free, and they look the same as a Nokia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to feel, keep saying used to feel old tech with Snake. Did that, fucking
Definitely.
played that for hours.
Yeah, I did.
Snake got phone.
Yeah.
And now it's all gone to where you can play it like proper computer games on your phone now, don't you?
Yeah, you can play Call of Duty on your phone now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call of Duty, Fortnite, all that stuff.
Yeah,
It's all manageable now.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I know, but
I
the
play
only problem is if
all
you-
my games on Stadia now. I just play Stadia because my computer's shit. So I just go on Stadia and do cloud gaming.
I could never do that on my internet connection.
I
Right.
think mine could just about handle it.
Are we going to do the giveaway?
Yes.
Give away.
Do you know the magic number?
So, obviously, because I haven't worked out how to use, what is it yet? Flipping
Nightbot.
Nightbot.
But
So, we're just going to do the number. And what you can win this week is a W.A.S. Nano MTL, fully sealed.
Lovely.
I'll try and get that away as quick as I can. It's just hard to get into the post office because obviously I'm working in Bradford. I'll have to wrap it or whatever it is and send it off. So we will go on, James. You're going to pick a number and put it in.
Yeah. Right, so
You know, sorry, I'm just saying how Stuart says back in the day, a CB would cost you 40 quid. His radio cost him 10 grand.
oh,
Fuck me.
£10,000 on a radio. Fuck.
He's an amateur hack, innit?
Yeah.
I never got into amateur radio. I found it. I did the whole course, the foundation course, and that was about as far as I got. I got my M3 license and then just stopped.
yeah, I've sent the message through WhatsApp. So if we have the numbers between 100 and 200,
Yeah.
and let's go.
So it's between 100 and 200. If you want to put your numbers in, you can all have to keep in chat. So we've got a few in. So if you want the W.A.S. Nano MTL,
Go, 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 go. There we go.
And we're off.
I'll ask. My mum does that. Don't take a phone with her. Who won last week? Tetleman won it.
Man won last week.
Yeah, so unfortunately, Tetleman, you can't enter. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, important to mention that. I forgot about that. There you go.
Yeah, we got it.
There you go.
We
Got it.
Mr.
Yeah.
Mark G. Nan, did you see Ian?
Yeah, Mr. Mark G9. Yeah, that's who I've got.
Yeah, we've got it now.
Congratulations
Thank
to
you. Mr. Mark G9. I'll have to put in Now, let me see if I can remember what this is. I don't know what
Well
my email
done,
is.
Mark G9.
Yep, congratulations.
Ian, put your email in for us, buddy. Or JP, someone put. I don't remember what your email is.
I have the same problem. So I just stick mine in.
Yeah, and then you could pass it on to us. Hold on, I might be able to.
Numbers are still going.
Will you
There
put
you go.
yours in, Ian?
Yeah. Yeah. So contact me, Mark, and then I'll pass it on to Penny.
Yeah, if you can contact Ian and he'll pass it on to me, and we'll get it over to you as soon as I can.
Well done.
Yep.
Nice little,
well done, Mark G again. Well done.
nice little handshake there to win.
So, while we talk, we thought we'd have a little chat. We've had a little chat about phones and that. But thought to talk about Manchester and the music scene that's come from there, because loads of bands have come from Manchester, haven't there?
Yeah. One of them mainly being Oasis.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm not an Oasis fan. I
No,
never
me
have
either.
been. There's other bands that have come from Manchester, but yeah, I mean, the thing for me is, like I said, I'm more old school. I like the stuff like me UB40, Madness, Blondie,
Schwaddy
the
waddy.
Electro. No, don't do
Schwaddy
Schwaddy
waddy.
Waddy. Like I said before, I do have a pair of still flared trousers upstairs that I've not been able to get into since I put a little bit of weight on. But
Yeah.
yeah, so they're a 26.
Joy
and
Division,
I'm
yeah.
a
Stone
34 now,
Roses.
Yeah, Joy Division, Stone Roses. There's been quite a few.
It was all that sort of 90s, that sort of era when it all blew up, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I know, and like nightclubs and stuff like that, like the Hacienda.
A sec.
You know, the Hacienda, the nightclub.
Did you go to Hacienda when it would open?
I think it was like once I went there once. Other than that, I used to go to like the likes of Fridays on Palatine Road in Manchester, Saturdays. But town centre in Manchester was absolutely rammed. It was always rammed. There was people coming in and out of different nightclubs. You'd see them coming from one, and you see like loads of people, and they come from all over the place because different nightclubs played different music. And then you had this one specific nightclub that used to have different rooms for all different types of music. You know, but yeah, it's just Manchester to me now is like, even though my family and my friends are still there, Manchester is back in the day now for me.
Yeah.
It just doesn't, to me, it basically doesn't exist anymore unless I go over there to visit a couple of people. That is it. But I do go over there occasionally. I've been over there 5-6 times. Once or twice a year, I'll nip over there. It always costs me. Depends on how I catch it, Benny. You know what I mean? Sometimes it will cost me 40 quid return on the train. Other times it will cost me 80 quid return.
Yeah.
So I have to time it just right. So it's like that.
So whereabouts are you now then? You in Lincolnshire?
I'm in Lincolnshire, yeah. I'm in just outside a small town called Boston. I live about 2 mile outside of the town centre. And if I walk out my front door, turn left to the end of the road, and then 2 minutes in either left or right, and just flat countryside. That is it. Basically out in the sticks.
Right. Well, we used to have a caravan down at Skeg.
Yeah. Well, I'm only about 20 miles from Skeg.
Yeah, I know at Boston you are, not far away.
Not far,
Skeg Vegas.
Skeg Vegas, yeah.
Oh man, that's a right place if you
I think Mike, what's it? Yeah, well, Skeg, yeah. I mean,
you see some sights there.
That's another one. Yeah, that's another one of the places I'm going to go. I'm going to go down there, probably go on the beach and do a juice review on the beach, but not in the middle of winter, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. It gets cold down
Saturday
there.
With six overcoats on, and I'll be like that.
It's fucking freezing.
Yeah, when you get that breeze coming in from the coast, you do. Yeah.
Yeah. Tony said he's been at Hacienda a few times.
yeah.
Oh, right. Stuart lives near Boston. He lives at Spalding.
Yeah, Spalding.
Mm.
They're Lancastrian.
Yep, Stuart lives in Spalding. So Stuart probably knows where I work anyway. But yeah,
His mum lives in Kitten. Kitten, is it? Kitten?
Curtin.
Kitten.
Kitten.
Yeah,
Lives
his
in
mum lives
Kitten.
in Curtin. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
dear.
Spalding's not that far from from Boston. And then Curtin's not that far either. It's just a bus ride away. But when I first moved here, it was quite funny because I was used to sort of like the busy Manchester life and stuff like that, where I only had to wait every 10 minutes or so for the bus. And then the towns would be like literally 10 minutes apart. I came here and I'm thinking, shit, buses are like every 2 hours. And the towns are like between 9, 10, 14, 20 mile away. And I was like, shit. And the buses don't run on a Sunday. So I'm just like, oh, that's great, isn't it? You know, you got to time it right. The last bus when I used to live with my daughter in Spilsby was like the last bus. I had to leave work bang on 5 o'clock because if we didn't catch that 1:15 bus, I'd be knackered. I couldn't get back.
Right.
So that's why I moved from there to Boston, so I didn't have to keep getting a bus every day.
So, like, you got a bus, you had a shop for local people?
Yeah.
Is that Skeggy? That's down that way, isn't it? Or my geography's bad?
Yeah, no, yeah, that's it. That's what I'm about, yeah.
Skeg is Lincolnshire.
Yeah. But the thing about, everybody says Skeg, but no one ever goes to Skeg. They always go to Ingermells.
To be fair, I've been to Skeg like 2-3 times since I've been here.
Mate, if anybody says to you they're going to Skeg for the holidays, they're not, they're going to Ingermells. Because that's where caravans are.
Yeah.
The only place I've been is Skegness.
That's where Butlins is, isn't it?
It is, yeah, Butlins. Butlins is Ingermells. It's just outside Ingermells. Well, it's Ingermells. It is Ingermells. Butlins.
They've got a big outdoor market there, haven't they? I seem to remember.
Yeah. Round,
no, you see, it's shite now. When we first got caravan down there, market was the biggest outdoor market in Europe. And it was absolutely huge. You could get everything there. You still can. You get knockoff gear then. But then the guy who owns, owns the basically Ingermells. He owns fucking everything in Ingermells, Nerd and Nerd and Alt sites and that. He decided to put a load of roller coasters in, make it a bit like a Blackpool sort of thing. And he took nearly all the outdoor market down. So he's still a big outdoor market, but it all sells the same shit.
I mean, the thing is, like Boston, where I am, they have a market on there on a Wednesday and a Thursday. There's a vape stall on there as well on a Wednesday and a Saturday. But Boston market can get really, really busy. Boston is known because it's predominantly a Eastern European city. It's basically mostly East European, mostly. But most of them are really, really nice people. You get the odd one that can be an arrogant, ignorant git, but other than that, I prefer it. I prefer it a lot better here to where I actually lived before in Manchester. Hell of a lot.
So I was just laughing at Skinty's put, my grandcousin's best mates, uncles, legitimate child, distant aunties, next door neighbour who lives in Alder Forest. I have no idea where Alder Forest is like, but...
Oh dear.
Yeah. Bootleg Evan, exactly. Ingermells Market, Skegness, Bootleg Evan. Honestly, mate, you can get... It's like going... When we were on about earlier, going to shops in Manchester where you can get all snide gear, that's where it all ends up at Skegness Market. You can get legitimate Nicky.
Pretty much.
You can get legitimate Adidas. Pahuma. You can get all that down there. It's great.
Yeah, all those us Mancunians just used to say like, where'd you get them from? Oh, add it off. You know what I mean? Just add it off.
Exactly. And that brings into fashion 4/4s. I'm going to talk about this as well. Obviously, Manx talk about you've got a pair of flares that are upstairs still. Flares
yeah.
Now, are they... Obviously, you're a little bit older than me. You're 10 years older than me. So there won't be. Are they in 19 sort of 70s flares? Or were the later ones that came back in the 90s?
I'm talking like late 70s, middle 80s. You know, big bell-bottom flares, pair of trousers. They're a 26 waist, and they wouldn't go nowhere near me
That would have
now.
got my leg.
Honestly, the 26 waist, and like I'm a 34 waist now, and I just try to think, you know what, I'm gonna fit into one of the. I'm gonna fit into these bastards one day.
Yeah, it's wishful thinking, that, mate.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that day will come.
Don't take the piss, because flares are coming back. All right, guys. Yeah.
but they came back.
Flares are
didn't they?
coming back. Flares are coming back.
Yeah, man, they came back in 90s. Like I
And
say.
so the big colours are coming back as well now. Before long, I'll be doing the staying alive like Travolta.
Exactly.
You know?
Shell suits. They're going to come
shell
back at some
suits,
point.
Yeah. Shell suits. You know, everyone was mad for shell suits.
Oh, mate, shell suits. I had a shell suit. A Leslie chap suit. When he went breakdancing with him.
You asked Danny, you know, when shell suits were all the rage, mate, all those Mancs were all mad for it, you know.
Yeah.
Mad for it.
Mad for it.
Does Manchester sort of renowned for its fashion then?
But they used to, I got my first pair of kickers. I was 18 and I bought my first. The only place you could buy kickers from in UK were Manchester.
Really?
You could walk around within Short Town Centre in your boxers, mate, and no one would bat an eyelid. You know, in Manchester, no one would bat an eyelid. Honestly, and people coming out their houses and they'll go shopping in their slippers and the fucking PJs.
Oh, they do that here, mate. That's fucking norm now, is that?
So that's a norm, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, to us in Manchester, if a girl goes shopping in a bra and knickers, no one bats an eyelid. They don't care.
Yeah.
I used to live in an area like that. That was
But
a
yeah,
cute.
I had
Round here, though, they're like that. Ooh,
yeah.
you know.
Skint
But
saying
down
you're
in
using your
Manchester-
flares to blind your opponent when you're doing karate.
You said that.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that punch. I had flare just covered my face.
Yeah, so like I say, Manchester used to be able to go. Like I say, that was the first place that I got a pair of. The only place you could get kickers from. Do you know the old ones that look like disabled
yeah, they're very old
boots?
kickers. Yeah.
Yeah, and I had to go over to Manchester to buy them. A pair of blue ones.
Why didn't you just send me the cash and I'd have bought them and sent them you?
Because I don't trust Manx, they probably fucking nicked it.
Ooh, Ian, dirty lead scumbag. Get rid of him.
You know I love you. I'm only joking.
Kill him.
Yeah. But yeah, like I say,
Big love.
big love. But like I say, with fashion. So nowadays with fashion, CJ, you're youngest here. I can see you're the one with the fashion style that's going on.
And the bro cream. And the bro and the bro cream. And the bro cream.
But have you not, like I say, I remember when Farrahs were in. Did you ever have a pair of Farrahs?
Who, me?
No, not you. Everybody else.
Oh,
What's a Farrah?
hey,
I've never
Farrahs.
even heard of a Farrah.
You've never heard of Farrahs?
No.
Where have you been,
What?
Ian?
Oh, I never heard of a Farrah.
No, Benny, seriously, my parents were that poor. I used to wear Dunlops.
Mate, I had Dunlops. Fucking for something I was poor. I didn't
Dunlop
get a pair of
green
Farrahs.
flash.
till
All the
fucking
fashion in school, look at my Dunlops, boys.
Yeah. I had a pair of Farrahs when I was 18. That's when I had to buy my own when I was working. Some blue ones, because it used to be blue shiny. Did you ever have Farrahs, Ian?
What? I don't even know what Farrahs are.
It's a fashion, it's a pair of trousers, it's a fashion brand.
No.
They're not
No.
now, they used to be. It were big in...
Never heard of them. Never heard of
They
them.
were big in 80s.
I know. I'm in my late 40s. I should know what Farrahs are, apparently, but I don't know what Farrahs are.
Now, I've got to ask you, did you have, being in the 80s and the 90s, did you have the big smiley face on your T-shirts? And the fluorescent tie-dye ones?
No.
Yeah, exactly. You did, Mark, didn't you? Yeah, I had it. Big. I've got a picture when I was 16 in Tenerife, in Bulgaria, with a pair of fluorescent shorts on that were like different colours, with a T-shirt with a big smiley face on.
Oh, God. Let me see if I can find that very old picture of me when I was like back in the day. Honestly, God.
Yeah, school pants of the 80s. I couldn't afford them. I can't fucking have to wait till 18, that. So, yeah, CJ, Foster's menswear. Yeah, I remember Foster's menswear.
Oh, yeah, I remember Foster's.
Yeah.
Just trying.
C and
drinking
A.
it.
That's where I went. C and A with my mum.
Foster's is a beer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Foster's, yeah.
But so CJ, like I say, I just ball at some prices at stuff that people pay. You know, for like your Ralph Lauren and that lot. I've got some Ralph Lauren t-shirts.
No.
But like fucking £50. But I
Yeah,
just
It's like Gucci. Is it Gucci or
Gucci.
Something like that.
yeah? It's like fucking ridiculous prices.
I get about as expensive as I get is like super dry.
Joy,
long as
if I had
As long as it's
splash out-
discounted.
if I had to splash out on an item of clothing, it'll either be a pair of decent shoes or like a Rolex or something, like a watch. It's like an accessory.
I remember friends of mine spending 120, 130 quid on a pair of Nike Jordans back in the day, and I was always like Mr. Reebok Classic man. That was about all I ever did.
Yeah. Fred Perry's in fashion. Fred Perry is the height of fashion now. Is Fred Perry?
Fred Perry was awesome back in the day.
It still is, honestly. It's come back
Yeah,
round.
yeah,
Fred Perry, he's fucking. I'm a bit old school because I'm a Ben Sherman. I like Ben Sherman. I like Bench. So
this picture here, I don't know if you're going to see it because my camera's shit. This was like back in about the middle of the 80s. That's me there, with the glasses on. There, this
The one on the right.
Yeah, this
Well,
one
my right.
here.
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's like back in the day. That was like 85, 86 when I first moved down to Manchester. Yeah, put a lot of weight on since then. But there we go. That's a different story.
Yeah. Primani, yeah, I got a Primani. I've just bought some belts from Primani. 2 for a tenner. Fuck that.
That's
I'm not paying
where
anymore.
I think that's where this was from. That's where most of my clothes come from now, to be honest.
Mate. Do you know, right? The thing about Primani, lasses used. It's a bit of a thing with me with fashion because lasses used to go out and they can go to Doddyford Perkins, they can go to shops like that and buy like a £20 top and some pants and look really nice.
Anybody in the south, that is ladies, okay?
Ladies.
Primark, where they used to go through for the see-through bottoms, Yeah,
but you can go back. Thing is, but a bloke really struggles to get decent stuff that's. Do you know what I mean? That's wearable. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit. You're paying a fortune for it, but Primark, you can go get t-shirts. Because I nearly bought that because you've got a Marvel t-shirt, haven't you, Ian, in black?
Yeah.
Well, they had it in white. I nearly bought that over there.
Yeah. Primani. Oh my
Get your Marvel. It's that T-shirt you want. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yeah.
The old Mr. Negan.
What's it got? Yeah, 85 quid for a Fred Perry polo. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It was the ridiculous prices for some clothes.
Yeah,
Fruit
it's
of the Loom. Remember Fruit of the Loom? As Mr. Mark G saying in that.
Fruit of the Loom. That's most of the t-shirts where you get printed. The Fruit of the Loom. But yeah, it's just ridiculous how much you can pay for stuff now. For try everything £5 website. Yeah, man, I'm just too tight now to pay for stuff. I used to buy all sorts, Tommy Hilfiger and Job Lot, and I just go, I'm not paying the price of them.
I had a Tommy Hilfiger shirt that I had for years. I loved that shirt.
Yeah, I've got shirts upstairs that are fucking older than CJ.
At least you
In fact, I've got underpants older than CJ.
Oh dear. What about you, James? Where do you go shopping for your tops and whatever? Not your underwear. I'm not interested in that. But your tops and like your trousers and your jeans and everything.
I'm actually quite interested in where he gets his underwear from.
Place like Sports Direct. I'll go on Giacomo because I am a big bloke. That's my other problem as well. It's like with me being such a big bloke and I'm tall as well. It's getting the coverage.
Yeah.
Because the amount of times I bought tops and they fit me, you put in the wash once and that's it. They shrunk that much.
Oh mate, yeah.
I fucking hate that.
I've got a bench jumper, slip up jumper that I put everything in fucking. I don't even look. I put everything in fucking dryer. Didn't realise it's wool.
Oh, yeah.
It's like fucking little Action Man toy now. It's like an Action Man fucking jumper.
Fit straight onto Eagle Eye Edward, that would.
Yeah. Jay Jarry's bought some false polos for 20 quid for 5 of them from China. You can buy loads of fake stuff from China. Do you know what I mean?
I miss the days when people used to come around my house and say, "Hey, do you want some jumpers? Do you want some shirts?"
Yeah.
You don't get that anymore.
No,
Don't
yeah.
get it.
Yeah. So it's like buy a plain white T-shirt, £5, stick a night tick on it, 50 quid.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Honestly, so many people used to approach me with like, "Oh, do you want a Reebok top? Do you want a Timberland top? Do you want this? Do you want that?"
When I was a
thing is,
kid, we used.
fingers are closed. Fingers are closed. You just, I think with anything, you're just paying for the brand, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's
you
all
are.
you're
Paying
paying
for the name
for
on
is a brand.
the shirt. Yeah.
That's all you're paying for is definitely a brand. It's like back in the day in Manchester, you know, we used to get people knocking on the door and we'd open the door and they go, "Do you want to buy some bacon? What about a joint of beef?"
Yeah.
Put that in the freezer, love. Get that in the fucking freezer.
We had a pub
I
like
had
that.
the
round
evidence
in-
before the pigs knock on the front door.
We had Market Tavern in Leeds. It's not down now, it's not there. But we used to, you could go there and get all your knockoff stuff on Market. It's called Madhouse. And go there on Saturday dinner time and all shoplifters would come in with all the gear.
All the gear.
It'd
Yeah.
be like a market stall in pub.
And back in the day when in Winnershaw, we used to have like it's not now, it's a crossroads now with like trams. But back in the day, there used to be a roundabout there. On the corner of the roundabout, there used to be a pub called the Bench Hill Pub. And you used to get guys coming in there and they'd be like, "Yeah, mate, this is like, do you want to buy a sleeve of fucking 20 B&H?" And
Yeah.
yeah. And you'd be like, "What? Yes, mate."
Mr. Marks put Sergio Ticini. I had a pair of trainers, Sergio Ticini.
But it's crazy, you know. If you think like sort of like as the years have all gone by, everything's got more expensive.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? It's like I
And
go
if
to
you-
my local co-op round the corner and a 4 pint of milk will cost me £1.69. Yet if I walk another mile into town and go to like the likes of B&M, it's a quid.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
Yeah. And have you guys got any chinos?
Oh, what?
Chinos,
God, I used
yeah?
to- yeah.
Chinos.
I
Yeah, I
wear
used to wear
chinos when I was a kid.
chinos.
Yeah. I haven't got
Wear
any
those,
anymore, but
wear those if you paid me.
You used to wear chinos when you were a baby?
No, I wouldn't wear
Said
those.
he wouldn't wear them if you paid him.
All right. Hey, chinos were in. Do you remember chinos
were
with
good.
turn-up bottoms?
they were the thing.
Little
They
turn
were.
up at bottom.
I'd rather wear just plain old simple denim jeans. That'll do.
I'll be honest, I don't really come out of tracksuit bottoms these days. It's either tracky bottoms or shorts. That's about all I ever wear.
At work, I have to wear bloody trousers, shoes,
Oh yeah,
and
I do at work.
and a daft blue
Yeah.
t-shirt that looks like a fucking tablecloth. Unless like in this type of weather where it's hot weather like this, it's that thick that the uniform that you're just sweating all day long.
Yeah.
It's just so thick.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
like that at
that's-
work. Go on, JP.
Yeah, it's like I'm the same at my workplace because it's got very strict on the PPE and the health and safety due to the fact a lass at my place got her hand caught in
Yeah.
the machine and pushed her hand up. So it was everything that hair had to be tied back if you had long hair, snoots on if you had beards, your polo shirts had to be tucked.
Yeah.
And that's so uncomfy, you know, in a hot place as well. God, I used to get come home with backache because that much pressure on your spine from tucking in.
Yeah.
I bet.
Scott
Anyone
Monroe
got-
saying he's getting a burnt taste from his Serpent Mini. The Serpent Elevate it might be a wicking if you're getting a burnt taste. It's drying out.
Yeah, it might be waking too much cotton.
Yeah. So you want to maybe watch a video, maybe thin your cotton out a little bit.
Yeah, thin your cotton out, you should be okay.
If you're cutting a good comb in.
Stuart wears
What she
lycra
said.
most days after work or work. Thing is, right, I have to wear my trousers. I have to wear work trousers, and I wear a polo shirt. It's black. Fucking sweat my tits off in a boiler house.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Won't let us wear shorts. I have to wear my safety boots.
Yeah,
I was like that with Iceland. I used to wear like steel toe cap boots because I was a driver. I used to wear steel toe cap boots. Used to wear black trousers, a black top with a bit of red, and they never let you wear shorts or nothing. Just make you burn. Make
Yeah.
you burn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Ollie, Benny. Cooking fat.
Cat's here.
it's like at my place. It's like
Just jumped on my knee.
With my place, is like we've got the chemicals to deal with. The liners are all welded, so of course you get the sparks off your, the welding and that, and you get your second in command walking around with stilettos and the short skirt type thing. I'm going, oh, a minute, I thought you was all about health and safety here. How can you get away with it?
Yeah, my dad used to work in a factory with 1,000-degree ovens.
Oof.
He used to wear all
Imagine that in the middle of the summer.
Yeah, all this protective gear, masks, the lot. Yeah. And like in the summer, he said he just nearly passed out several times.
Oh yeah, I worked in a tannery at back of a finishing machine. So if you don't know about tanneries, basically it comes in, does leather, goes through a load of buffing and shit and chemicals and stripping and strain, and it comes to back ends. We used to make Doc Martin leather for Doc Martin shoes and Louis Vuitton and all that lot. And the back of these ovens to dry the paint pigment that comes off is same again. It's like 1,000 degrees. So I've got my face goes red here because I've got like dermatitis. And fuck me, man, during summer, all they had were two skylights at top.
Yeah.
You'd be coming out of there and you'd be like, you walk out, it was warm. When you walked out, it was like, fuck me, it's cooler out here, and it'd be like 30 degrees.
Yeah.
You go outside to get cool. Fucking awful.
Yeah.
Right, James, we're coming up to that time, mate.
Yes, sir.
Go with that.
It's nice to have you on, Manc. So what I'll do is, like, if Ian go first and say goodbyes, and we'll pass it around.
I will do. Thank you very much, James. Paul, Vaping Manc, thank you very much for joining us, mate. Much appreciated. It's been a great show.
Not a problem.
Yeah, keep up the good work. That's all we got to say. We'll see you on the lives that you do with forgotten his name.
West Yorkshire Vape Bash.
Ash, West Yorkshire Vape. Yeah, we'll see you on there, and yeah, just keep on going as you're going. It's been a pleasure, and everyone in chat, thank you ever so much for joining us as always. Spanners for doing all your lovely hard work out there. Appreciate it. All of you guys, love you all very much, and let's do the much love to Danny as well. Hope he's good, and hopefully we'll see him before long.
Cooking Fat gives much love as well.
Yeah, hello, dude.
Bugger off, go on.
And yeah, so thank you all, and I'll pass it round to Josh.
Oh, you have to, don't you? Hang on. Right, there you go. Yeah, it's like Ian said, thank you so much for everyone popping in to see the show. Spanish, you did a great job as always. Paul, Vaping Manc, thank you so much for coming on. Been a real good laugh. It's gone quick as well. Don't forget to pop over to the Late Night Vape Show straight after us. They are on tonight, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Have they got a guest on?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Not 100% sure.
Not
Do you know
me.
who it is?
I'm not either.
Kentucky Bill or...
They've gone there, but they won't be here now, will they?
Oh, no, they won't be here now.
The show starts in 3 minutes.
Yeah. Whoever it is, whoever they got on the show, make sure you go and pop over there, say hello to them lot. Big love, Danny. I hope you're back with us very, very soon. And above the clouds, JP and Benny, you know I love you guys. Love casting you with you. Pleasure as always, and we'll see you all next week. So I'll pass it over to Manc. Do you want to say goodbyes?
Yep. Thank you so much, guys, for having me on. It's been an absolute pleasure. I've already spoke, obviously, yesterday with Josh and James because they were on my show. But yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure to actually get to meet you guys. To everyone in chat, thank you so much indeed for joining us. All you spanners, all you proper spanners, mad for it, you know. So yeah, thank you so much indeed. I'm going to nip over to Thingy for about half an hour, 45 minutes because I'm in work tomorrow. Thank you to everyone. Thanks Ian and Josh for all the kind words and everything. And I'll speak to you all very soon. And I'll pass it over to JP.
JP's finishing. I'll go.
No, Benny will go.
It's me because JP's finishing show.
Oh, right. Okay, then you then, Benny.
Right.
I don't know.
Very much. Thank you very much to chat. Thank you very much to Spanners for doing your job. Paul, Vaping Manc, it's been a pleasure, mate. I said to get you on. Been really good. It's been nice to get an insight into what you're doing. And like I say, if you can go over and show them a bit of love, that'd be fantastic. Thank you very much to all my fellow casters, JP, Ian, CJ, Josh. Love you at pieces. Danny, hope you're alright, buddy, and we'll speak during the week. Hopefully he'll be back next week, hopefully. If we get things sorted, we'll see. Just needs to get his head into place, that's all. And yeah, I will pass, and we'll see you. You can see me on Wednesday. You can see Ian on Layback Vape Show tomorrow at 7 o'clock. You can see me on Wednesday at 9, and you can see us here next week at 9 o'clock, same time, unless I put it 8 and it's wrong. Then yeah, but 9 o'clock next week. JP, over to you, buddy.
Thanks, Benny. Nice to have you on Vaping Manc. I think it's been a brilliant show again. Nice seeing a nice, good flow of chat again. Nice to see the Spanners doing what they do best. As well as checking out Ian on the Laid Back Vape Show tomorrow night. Benny's on his other show on the DIY with Friends. And me on Friday night with me quiz night. So I'll see you over there if you're in. And I'll see you soon. And happy vaping. And bye for now.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Take care.
Bye.
The clouds and houses. Bye-bye.
It will end.
With a sweet perfume of moistness.
Moist.
Moist.
All right, what end? Oh, that looks quite ending now. It's end now.